Hi everyone. Hi there everyone. Hope you're okay. Just bear with me a second because I've had a few technical issues. So I want to see if this works or not. There might be nobody there, and obviously Erica is still live for a few more minutes. I wasn't planning on going live just this early, so I've got 2 minutes to kill time, basically. Yeah, so if you're here, just say hello while we kill time and we wait for Erica to finish. Um, as I was saying, I've had a few technical issues. So it's been a nightmare. I normally have my tripod set up with a camera pointing at me, but yeah, for some reason my phone won't go live, so I've had to do it on my laptop. Um, is the sound all right, everyone? Everyone okay? Cool in the gang? There's two of you in the room right now, so if one of you could just say howdy howdy, that'd be awesome. Seems to be working anyway. I actually have the live stream now on my phone.
Dave, do you wash your gardening gloves? Because I did earlier and they came out like brand, that is kind of brand new. So I'm really excited about these being looking brand new. I think Lloyd, you're taking the mic now. Did I use Daz, Erica? No, I don't use Daz. I use the cheapest supermarket washing powder, basically. Well, not the cheapest, not the value one, but I get, actually, no, it is the cheapest, I think, actually. So Dave said, I don't wash my gardening gloves. I don't wear them. So yeah, he's a true gardener that doesn't wear them. The only thing is, if it's a cold day and it's wet and you go down to the allotment and I don't wear gloves, my hands freeze. And once they're cold, I've got small hands, they would feel like they're gonna snap. Man up, okay. I don't always wear gloves, by the way. It's just they are there for when I do wear gloves. These, and also like my nails, I wouldn't want my nails to get messed up, would I? like Dave is saying, his hands are rough, and it does. Your hands are going to get more rough, and I don't want to have calloused hands at my age. So Patricia says, hello everyone. Yes, I wash my gloves. The fishes and loaves garden with Mama Woods. I just lose mine and can't wash them. Oh, and I have just realised we are kind of coming up to the hour mark now. So if anyone has any final questions, then please ask questions now to the group before we all adjourn for the evening. Lloyd.
Howdy. So how you doing? Who's in the room? Feel free to leave a comment. At least I've got over the technical issues now anyway. Sorry about that. Apologies. I don't know what happened. I really don't know what happened. But for some reason, I couldn't do my scheduled live. So I've had to just do it from the webcam off my laptop. Hence, I'm sitting on my sofa, completely chilled out. It's quite nice, actually. Yeah, I feel quite comfy. Not in my usual desk area with the tripod out. I have a spotlight glaring at my face, so the webcam at least looks half decent. But I suppose it's not all about aesthetics, is it? It's about content. So yeah, hopefully you'll enjoy what I've got to say. Got something slightly interesting that I thought that all of you live chatters might enjoy. We'll get to that in a minute. Just wait for Erica to tail off, and I'll open up a beer. Hi, how you doing? You all right? Gone potty gardening? I don't think I've spoken to you before, but howdy. I will try and keep an eye on the chat. I don't know if I'm going to have any moderators or anything like that, so it might be a case of troll hunting myself. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, what to talk about? First and foremost, I might do this as a bit of a diary update for the allotment while we're waiting for anyone to join. Give it 5-10 minutes and see how it goes. Was down the allotment on the yesterday and the day before. Put my potatoes in. So I've done those in pots rather than in the ground, so they're easily covered if we get any frost or any bad weather or anything like that. I've got Yukon Gold, I've got Pink Gypsy, and I've got Blue Salad Potato and Kerr's Pink potatoes. They're all in now, which is really good. And a video will be going up soon about showing everyone how to plant potatoes, or how I plant my potatoes. Dead simple, basically. They're in a pot. There's about that much soil in the pot. Then there's a potato. Then I cover the potato slightly, sprinkle in a little bit of fertilizer, and then fill the pot half up. And then as I see the leaves, I'll gently cover it over and over and over again. So that's it, really. But one nice thing about pots that I found is that I don't seem to get many little tiny black slugs when I'm when I put the potatoes in the ground. I get these horrible little, well, not horrible, everything's got to live, but I get these tiny little black slugs that burrow into the potatoes, and they're a right pain. And my allotment's on clay, and it's on the site of an old stream, so it's really wet, and we've got millions of frogs, and we've got thrushes, and we've got everything you can imagine that eats slugs, but we still get loads of slugs. And the only thing that's ever worked in the past is nematodes. Sorry, just reading the live chat. Only thing that's ever worked in the past is nematodes, but they're expensive, and you've got to do them a couple of times a year. And even then, I could do my plot with nematodes, and the next door neighbours don't do theirs. Those slugs are just going to migrate in, aren't they? So in the end, I've decided that the best bet is to put my potatoes in pots, and it works, and it seems to be great. So hi everyone. Hey, I'm glad you've all migrated over. Well, I'm glad some of you migrated over. Sorry about the technical issues. I have no idea what's gone on, but I couldn't go live via my phone, which is how I've done it before. So I've done it on my laptop. So it's a little bit different. I'm in my lounge and I'm comfy. I've got my feet up, but yeah, it's a bit different. And I have beer, but it's just slightly out of reach over there. Yeah. I could do with some moderators actually. I'm gonna try and figure out who I can make moderator. Hi everyone. Hi Allotment Green. Hi Becky's Allotment. Hi everyone. Basically, to loads of you there. I've got a tiny little screen to read, so I apologise if I miss you, because it's like I said, it's not my usual setup, so it's a bit strange. So let's do some. Anyone like to be a moderator, or can I just pick someone randomly? There you go, Nick. I spoke to you a few times. You can be at least one moderator if that's all right. No spades, no fork, no dig. Hey, how you doing? Spoke to you earlier on, didn't we? Yeah. So, it's 13 of you here. Awesome, brilliant. I tell you what, then, let's get cracking, shall we? So I've gone on about potatoes. To the 5 or 6 of you that saw that earlier, you know, I was saying I got my potatoes in this week. Also, what else have I done? Oh yeah, cucumbers are in my cold frame now. People are going to go, oh, it's too early, and I've had a lot of people say that already. But it's what I've done for the last year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever, and it's worked for me. I'm sure if we get some kind of biblical frost, it will kill everything off. But hey ho, can always go and buy some. But so far it's worked for me. So my cucumbers are about yay big now. Started to get their big leaves on. They're in the cold frame. They're in a cloche inside. No, not a cloche. Yeah, they're in a cloche inside the cold frame. So they're in their own like mini microclimate, and they're doing really well. They're doing really good. My tomatoes are about yay big. They're actually on the windowsill over there. I was going to show you, but as I've said, technical issues. I'm on my laptop, so I can't pick my laptop up and carry it over there. It'd be a right nightmare. But they're on the windowsill. They're doing fine. They're not quite leggy yet, which is awesome. But obviously, we all know that tomatoes do get leggy after a while. But hopefully, probably by middle of next week, they'll be down the greenhouse on the allotment. Got a few quick repairs to do to that, just to make it a little bit more airtight, because I've had some storm damage and it's cracked a few panes of glass. But other than that, tomatoes will be in the greenhouse, potted on, and hardened off. What else? What else we got? What else we got? Yes, I've sown my cauliflowers, broccoli, cabbage, red cabbage, spring onions. Obviously normal onions, garlic is in. I've got flowers in, begonias, sunflowers, cornflowers, wildflower seeds. I got loads going on basically. So there will be a video coming up showing you my cold frame, which is full of stuff. What I'm going to do, I'm going to quick flick through the live chat. Actually, I've got it on my phone, so I'm just going to pull it up on my phone. It's be easy for me to read if that's all right. Just make sure I've got everyone and not missed anyone. Yeah. Oh, UK Here We Grow. How you doing? I just seen your hi all mod. Let me try and figure out how I can get you to mod. There we go, mate. There's another one added. Thank you very much for that. I don't suppose I'll get many trolls because I'm only a little mini channel. So, but you never know. I'm at that stage now where I quite like trolls. It's another viewer. Yeah. So, what else we got? Any questions? Feel free to fire them up in capitals. It'll be so much easier for me to read them if it's in capitals. I have planted loads, Nick. Yeah, I have. And yeah, it's but I don't know. I wanted to make a bit of a start, and I've got the cold frame, I've got the greenhouse, and there's no reason why I can't keep everything alive, really. So yeah, all good, really. Fingers crossed. There's always still that chance we could get some kind of crazy -5, -6 weather, and in which case I will then have plants in my kitchen on the floor overnight. Which I really, really don't want, because my dog will probably end up eating them because he eats everything. And yeah, but you never know. Hang on, sorry, just catch up with this. Yeah, so anyway, I am just going to open my beer, if that's all right with everyone, because as you all know, when I do my lives, I quite like a drink, and I was drinking whiskey at Christmas, and I've always wanted to try this lager, and I've never bought it in a pub because I didn't want to spend £3 for a pint and not like it, and I'm not a lager drinker. So I went to Aldi, and they had this 4 cans for £4, Innis and Guns, and as lagers go, it's all right. It's not too bad. So if you're lager drinkers out there, I recommend this, to be fair. You know, when you just fancied something, and I really, really, really just fancied a lager. So here we go. This is where I pour everything on my laptop. Oh, you can see I've never worked in a pub, can't you? There we go. Fantastic. So everyone, as always, cheers. Happy growing, and then I'll have a sip of this and we'll get to it. Okay. Right, so the whole point of my live today was to have a quick catch up with you guys, and to have a chat about what's going on. But there's also something that's a little bit bigger, a little bit more important than me. And as you've probably known from my live chats now, they've always kind of had some kind of theme to them. I've heard about the slug pellet ban, which is awesome that we've now, introduced a slug pellet ban in the UK, which comes into force next year. What else have we had? Oh, we've had Q&A. We've had a video about blackcurrant shortage. Well, anyway, I wanted to talk to you about these bad boys. Anyone know what those are? Don't know if you have those in the States or anyone else, but yeah. And basically, more importantly, this stuff. Yeah, we're gardeners. We all know what this stuff is. This horrible plastic green netting. And if you go to your local pound store, or B&M, or all those things, you can buy this probably in a 10-meter roll for £1. They sell it everywhere. I don't want to just name and shame a few. So if I don't name companies, it doesn't mean they don't sell it. But you can find this stuff Poundland, Asda, Tesco's, Yvale, B&Q. Every place you go, you will find this cheap netting, right? And people sell it to newbies and new growers and this, that, and the other. And basically, it's designed to go, well, as you can see from bird food, that's got bird food in it. It's designed to be near animals, right? When you have the netting for your allotments, it's designed to keep animals away. The only problem is with it, it doesn't just keep animals away. They end up getting tangled up in it, and they end up either breaking their neck, which is probably a good way to go, or they end up getting so tied up in it that they die of exposure or strangulation or something horrible and hideous. And it's not just birds either. I've seen posts of hedgehogs, foxes, fox cubs, even domestic cats that have been caught up in this horrible stuff, basically, and died. And it's 2019, and I don't think there's a need for it anymore. I really don't. And I'm not saying I am holier than thou on this, because I have used this stuff, and I have used this stuff 2 years ago, I think was the last time I used this, and I accidentally killed a bird. Yep, I killed a little blue tit baby bird. I went down the allotment and it was all tied up in it, and I'm not ashamed to say that I cried. Yeah, because I was gutted. I was absolutely gutted. And since then, I was like, right, I'm not using it anymore. I've had enough. And to be perfectly honest, I don't think anybody else should use it. It's not even that good. There you go. UK Here We Grow. It's rubbish. It is. It's rubbish. It's terrible. But the thing is, it's sold to newbies. And it's not an insult to newbies. And everyone's got to be a newbie at some point. but it's directed at you because you think, oh, netting. People have told me I need netting. It's only £1. We'll get it. Yeah, and then you'll probably kill about 10 birds in the process. And if you're like me, you'll probably cry your eyes out 10 times. So yeah, so I tonight have started a petition on the UK government website to get this stuff banned, and more importantly, get it banned off bird food. I've seen photos of birds actually tangled up in their own bird food, dead robins and dead blue tits and all that kind of thing, and it's just bang out of order. We don't need this stuff. As you've probably guessed, some of you that follow me on Twitter, I have 2 Twitter accounts. I have one for my gardening, which is at Shropshire Allotment, and then I have one which is at Ross_Minton. At Ross_Minton is my general account for all my political ramblings and football and everything else. And I am quite opinionated. I will not say otherwise, and I probably annoy a hell of a lot of people. But this stuff is, I think, something that we can all get a bit opinionated about, because there's no need for it in 2019. You can use scaffold netting, you can use pond netting, which is made with the material rather than the plastic, and all of that is better than this stuff. It's got less chance. All netting could kill birds, but this stuff in particular, it's like in fishing terms what they use as a gill net. It's designed to kill, and then we go and put it on bird food. What's wrong with us, people? As a species, come on, we can do better than this. So they've now banned slug pellets. Comes into force next year. I think that we can probably get this green, horrible plastic stuff banned. And so I have started a petition. I'm trying to get that to go live, and I'll do that in the next couple of days because you have to be approved and everything. And then once that's done, I'm going to have a video, and I'm going to share the link with you all. Hopefully you can sign it and you can share it with all your followers and subscribers. And you never know. I think if we get 10,000, the government have to talk about it. If we get 100,000 signatures, they have to discuss it in Parliament. So let's see if we can get this horrible plastic stuff banned. And not just because it kills animals as well, but it's plastic. And there's no need for it. We all know what happens to it. It breaks down, it ends up going into the soil, and it just pollutes the soil for 1,000 years. So yeah, that was my big thing that I wanted to talk about today. What I will do is I will quickly go through the chat and catch up with you guys, see what all your opinions are, just in case some of you disagree with me. Maybe you think it's great. I don't know. Got to talk to people we don't agree with sometimes, haven't we? Oh yeah. Hi Ian. Barley Hut. I can never pronounce that, mate. I'm really sorry. I've got to post you something this weekend. All will be revealed. Yeah, I've heard about that. You put tinfoil around the back of seed trays. It reflects the light and stops them going leggy. I have actually done that before. That's a good tip, that is, mate. Yeah, gone potty gardening gets caught in everything. It does. It's absolutely rubbish. Allotment life, Brian. Yeah, pond netting. Pond netting is really good. I've actually got some of that in the last couple of days, and when it's pulled tight, it just acts as a big trampoline, so birds just hit it and bounce off. But what you can do is put bird scarers up to keep them away. So yeah, no, that's good. That is, mate. And yeah, the fat balls with the wire bird feeder. I've got one of those. I've got one of the bird feeders where you just drop them in, and so you don't need to hang them up with this horrible plastic stuff. Yeah, take it off and put it in those loose feeders. That's exactly what I do basically. I cut that plastic off and then just put it in the recycling bin. Actually, you can buy some of those. This is silly right now. You can buy the balls without the plastic, but they cost more. Surely adding a process into the manufacture would mean it costs more. So taking the process out means it costs less. But the fat balls without the plastic are more than the fat balls with the plastic. Makes no sense to me. That's just companies cashing in on the whole organic thing, isn't it? Oh, Eric, you're late now. It's okay, mate. It's fine. I had technical issues. I struggled to get live today, so I don't know why I couldn't get live on my phone basically. That's fine. I'm glad everyone's here. I've had 20 people at one point in the chat. That's awesome. Thank you for that. My Diddy little channel. So, people, what's everyone been planting? As I've said, my potatoes are in. My everything is in. Oh, and what I'd like to know, what potatoes are you all growing? Because I know we all talked about it a few weeks ago, and I said I was growing Yukon Gold, but what are you all growing? It's I always find it really interesting, all the different varieties and what they use for. I mean, I've grown some stuff and I've feel like forgotten what it's for, and I've gone to like make chips or make roasters, and they've been absolutely awful. And then I've looked it up on Google and realised that potatoes that I grew were like boiling potatoes or so on and so forth. So I'd be really interested in Rocket, Picasso, Charlotte, and Desiree. Yeah, Desiree is really good, and Rocket's really good. Rocket's pretty slug repellent as well, which is awesome. I also like Cara. That's another good one. Yeah, so I've got Yukon Gold, Pink Curse Pink, Pink Gypsy, and Blue Salad Potato. Simply because I think I've told you before that being in Shropshire, we get loads of potatoes because all your potatoes for Walker's Crisps and stuff is grown around here. So I can go to any farm shop and get a £50 bag of potatoes for about £5. I mean, even last year when we had a bit of a potato shortage, it was £8 a bag for a £50 bag of potatoes. So yeah, 25 kg for £8. Can't go wrong, really. Charlotte, yeah, Charlotte's another good potato. My granddad grows Charlotte. He swears by them. He grows Charlotte in pots as well, and he grows them in compost, which is what I've done this year. And they get a really, really clean skin. They're almost like you pull them out of the soil. You can rub them with your hands, and they're clean. They're perfect. Aryan Pilot, yeah, I've heard of them, but never grown them. They're supposed to be good. I've heard of Valor as well. A Valor a red potato, Nick? Is it a red potato? I've heard good things about Valor. King Edwards, yeah, can't beat King Edwards. They're just a great all-rounder, aren't they? And also, they're surprisingly expensive to buy in the shops, which I don't know why. I don't know why it is. I'm sure if there was a farmer here, they could tell us why. But yeah, you always get like half a kilo of King Edwards is like twice as much as bog standard white potatoes. Never understood that. White, very disease resistant. Yes, maybe that's it. Yeah, they don't suffer with blight and stuff, do they? Or scab. Probably where I've heard them from. Yeah, I probably googled that when I was looking for slug-resistant potatoes. I did have a list on my old laptop. Suddenly it broke of all the potatoes that you could get that slugs don't like, and then my laptop broke. And to be perfectly honest, I haven't been that bored to go through Google and do the list again. So I just kind of wing it now. Do you all know of black sunflower seeds? My mum got some from black sunflowers. Now, I grew a sunflower a couple of years ago. If you flick back through my videos, you'll probably see it called Earth Walker. And that was a deep brown colour, but I've never heard of a black one. And I tried to get Earth Walker seeds this year, but I really struggled. And the ones I did find online were quite expensive, and I think they were about $3.99 for 20 seeds or something. And I know that doesn't sound a lot, but I just looked at it and thought, nah, I'll just grow some others this year. Dojo messaged you and you didn't respond. Dojo. I'm obviously invisible here. I'm sorry, mate. I did say I've got a really small screen because I'm on my laptop, so I'm trying to get through it. Please don't take offence. It's too late on saving our world on plastic. We are doing too much damage already. Was that your question, right? Or is that your statement? Sorry. Okay. Yeah, no, might be too late, mate, but still doesn't mean we can't try, can we? At the end of the day. Oh, you got your sunflowers in this weekend? Yeah, I've just sown mine, mate. I've done dwarf bushy sunflowers. Okay, sorry if I've missed any questions, then please ping them back up in capitals. That would be awesome. I am trying my best, and apologies again. I'm sure by the looks of it, Dojo is probably gone. Oh well, that's one less subscriber. Sorry, mate. But it's very hard to talk to camera and read that at the same time. Anywho, sorry, I just flicked through here again. Just a quick one. Cucumbers. What cucumbers is everyone growing? Does everyone know their variety of cucumbers? To be perfectly honest, I bought the cheapest seeds possible and stuck them in, and I made sure I got all female ones, so I should be good. But other than that, um, I don't really have a type. I just tend to go with cheap female varieties, and that's it. I just wondered, has anyone got like a particular variety of cucumber that they swear by? It'd be something I'd be really interested in because I've only been growing cucumbers properly now for about, oh, I don't know, probably 3 years, and I had like my best crop ever for the last couple of years. But again, it was completely. Chinese Dragon is one I've grown, and Market More. That's it, and that's what I've grown this year. Um, Chinese Dragon and Market More. But really interested to know what everyone else grows. Market More. Oh, Ladiva was so rubbish. I think I might have Ladiva in now this time. I don't as well. Can't remember. Can't remember without looking. This is why I do YouTube, because I film everything and then I can look back and see what I've got. White sunflowers. That's really cool. I quite like the idea of white sunflowers. Yeah, I quite like that. Quite nice to have a selection of sunflowers. You could have them in rows, going by color and then height, and you could almost create like some kind of abstract artwork in the garden. It'd be quite nice, that would. Salt and pepper pickling cucumbers. I imagine they're for like gherkins. Is that, yeah, gherkins or pickles as the American calls them? Red sunflowers. You'll have to send me a link to them, mate. That sounds awesome. I do like sunflowers. There's something quite nice about them. It's like I'm really kitsch. I really like, oh god, marigolds. Couldn't think of the name then. I really like marigolds. They're one of those plants that I think, because I think they're the first flower that I grew with my granddad, and they're so easy to grow and they smell good, and you can save the seeds at the end of the year. I really, really, really like marigolds. They're really cool. Very kitsch, but I really like them. And it's actually quite hard now to find marigold plants. I think because they've become like almost untrendy. You go to a garden centre, and even if you wanted to pick up just 4 or 5 marigold plants, a lot of them just don't sell them anymore. It's bizarre. What? Don't talk to you about marigolds. Why? What's up with marigolds? Go on, Sam's allotment. We need to know. Dojo allotment mayhem. Sorry, PC froze. Yeah, I hope you're right, mate. I'm sorry if I missed that question, but um, feel free to ping them up. I'll try and read them. Oh, you've oversown marigolds. Oh yeah, I'm pretty much sure that if you got a packet of 500 marigold seeds, you got them in a fist, you threw them out the window, and just prayed um, that you would germinate 500 marigold seeds. They are pretty easy to germinate, to be fair. Five. Salt and pepper cucumbers are white skinned with black spines. That sounds really cool. I'm gonna have to check that out. Hmm. My daughter loves cucumbers as well. She could literally eat a whole cucumber a day. Um, to be perfectly honest, I was surprised last year that I actually had any spare, but I think I just OD'd her on cucumber, to be honest. Marigold Kilimanjaro. They sound good. See, I had some African Queen marigolds last year, and they had like a big yellow head uh, with like a brownie ready outer to them, a bit like a lion, I suppose. They were really cool. I like them, and they were really big. Excuse me. Nice and healthy, but Stan with it. Oh right, okay, yeah, cucumbers. I always have to think though when you say Stan, who Stan is. Homebird Farm. Got to head off. Yeah, well, thank you for coming anyway, and thank you to everyone for coming. I've only got a little Diddy channel, so I get so excited when I just get 10 of you in. And today, at one point, we had 20. I've clearly bored 4 of the people to death. Probably offended 1, but hey ho, this is how we roll. Yeah, that's right. I've heard that about preventing the whitefly. I cannot pronounce the name of it. So sorry, but Ian, Barley High Mail Order Nursery. Uh, he's always got good advice here. If ever you see him in a live chat, take note. 17 tomatoes. Who's got 17 tomatoes? Will this be a regular slot now? I don't know, actually, Erica. I'm only Diddy, and I just like checking in. I don't know if Erica missed what I was talking about. And anyone who's new, the whole point of this chat was to, and I'm going to quickly go over it. Simply, I've started a petition today, and hopefully get it to go live to ban to get this green netting banned, because there is no need for us to have it in the garden. There's no need for it to be sold in pound shops to cover your peas and beans with. It's horrible stuff. It's a waste of plastic. And in the next week or 2, hopefully, if this petition goes live, I'm going to have a video up with a link below, and you all can try and help me get this horrible plastic banned, and in particularly, get it banned from fat balls, because there's definitely no need for this horrible stuff to be on anything that's designed to be that close to wildlife. So I don't know, Erica. It might be. I have to see how it goes. Friday seemed to be really busy, and I don't want to tread on anyone's thunder. And obviously, we're a community, so we've all got to talk to each other and make sure that we're not stealing live views from other people and this, that, and the other. So I might have to find a slot where where I fit in, where my niche is, kind of thing. So I don't know. Maybe we'll see. I needed to talk to people. That was all, and I wanted to launch my petition. So there we go. Right, I'm going to have a quick flick through the live chat properly. Just make sure I haven't missed a question. I don't want to offend anyone else. No, I think we're all good. Any questions, feel free to just ping them over now, and I will keep an eye out. Oh, I have a new subscriber. It's Dojo Allotment. I didn't offend you then. Thank you for that. Means a lot. I've got to 500 subscribers now, people. 500. That's amazing. That was my goal for the year. That was 500 subscribers. And I've done it. And we're in March. So yeah, you never know. By the end of the year, could I get to that, precious 1K and start earning my 50p a week from YouTube? Yeah, I don't know if that's going to happen or not. I don't know. Obviously, my channel is really, I wouldn't say it's random. I would say it was 90% gardening. And then there's like going to be 10% fishing, 10% metal detecting involved. And it's obviously, it's not just a gardening channel. It's very much the Ross Minton channel. And that's not because I'm got a massive ego or anything. It's simply because I didn't know what to call myself. I didn't want to have gardening in there because I didn't want to put off my fishing people. I didn't want to put my metal detecting people. And at the same time, I just thought, well, what is it about? It's about me. So that's where it come from. I was going to call it something like Shropshire Lad, but there's also a guy on YouTube called a Shropshire Lad who I know, who lives in the same town as me. In fact, we have fished together a few times. And so I didn't want to call myself Shropshire Lad because that's his kind of YouTube brand, and it would be a bit crap stealing somebody you know's brand. So yeah, so that's where we are. But well, trail of thought then. So yeah, 500 subscribers of people like to listen to me babble on and chat rubbish at the allotment. So yeah, crazy. You're all crazy people. What are you doing here? Lottie, oh, thank you for that. That's ace, that is. Oh, I'm gonna get all like blush now, and I go the colour of my jumper. Well, yeah. What's happened? Keeping no spade, no foot. What's happened with your videos, mate? I mean, I think I've said my Twitter links and stuff is below. Feel free to send me a message, and we'll try and figure it out. Try and work out what's gone on. I'm not a YouTube. I'm not even a remotely good at YouTube. But I'm sure we can pick brains and figure out what's up. Yeah, we'll try and get it sorted for you, mate. And I do know a couple of people who are like professional marketing folks from my background. So I'm sure if there's something you're doing that YouTube doesn't like, we can get to the bottom of it. Can you grow cucumbers outside? Yes, you can. And last year I had tons outside. They were awesome. Actually, whether it was because of our really hot summer, I don't know. But the Chinese dragon cucumber did really well outside last year. The market more did okay, but that did better in the greenhouse. I think that liked it really hot. But yeah, oddly, the Chinese dragon did really well outside. And I've tried to save some seeds from that this year. The first lot that I had saved, which was outside, I was a bit of a numpty, left it outside too long, and the chickens ate my seeds. Yeah. Thankfully, I'd put 2 cucumbers in the greenhouse in a tray to rot down, and I have got some seeds in there. I've just got to pick them out now and see if they look half decent. So So there you go. Sorry, just reading that chat again. They don't even know themselves. Yeah, I've heard that, mate. Well, if Liz at By the Farm can't get any help from YouTube, and she's got like, whatever it is, 20,000 subscribers or whatever, people like us, mate, have got no chance. There's a YouTube changed itself, didn't it? About 12, no, a bit longer than that, 12 months ago, because of the big YouTubers doing things they shouldn't do. We all know what that was. And since then, they've made it really hard for us little channels. We have to get 1,000 subscribers now, and then something stupid like 100,000 minutes worth of watch time to even get monetized. But yet, the big channels with 15 million subscribers can pretty much do what they want, say what they want, be racist, be homophobic, and all the rest of it, and get away with it. But heaven forbid if one of our little channels just goes so much as breaks one tiny rule, then we're soon gone. So yeah, but shame really, because YouTube could be an awesome community if it was done right. But sadly, I suppose money talks, and these big channels outside of gardening, this is not a dig at anyone in gardening. These big channels of pop culture seem to spoil it for everyone. Becca's allotment. I don't think I'll ever get to 1K, mate. I didn't think I'd get to 500. So yeah, I didn't think I'd get to 500. But I managed it, and it's taken me a while. We're not all lucky like Erica, who can just like surge away. Within what? How long have you been on YouTube now for, Erica? About 3 days. Joking. I do like Erica's channel a lot, and it's really good. It don't tell Liz, but it's my favorite channel on YouTube. So yeah. If your tomatoes are upside down too long, they get dizzy. What about Australian tomatoes? Do they not grow tomatoes in Australia? You busted your bum getting their numbers. There's probably a joke in there somewhere, but I'm just going to leave it there for now. Oh, tell you what, it's actually nice doing a live from my sofa because I've got my feet up and it's really, really, really comfortable. I'm sorry about the picture not being great. I found out if you say the S word a lot, they can take your videos down. Okay. I didn't know that. That's something else. But every video on YouTube starts with please subscribe. Bizarre. Oh well. You could put a bag over your head. That's not very nice. That's terrible. For all you know, I can have a real complex about my physical appearance there, Erica. It's terrible. Shocked. I'm a little bit sad. I'm disappointed. I really don't care. Oh. Yeah, I have to say, this beer is pretty good, by the way. So if anyone's in Aldi and wants to try that Innis and Guns lager, give it a go. See, look, Erica, getting all cheeky now. This is what happens when you get to like the 2,000 subscriber mark. You just become YouTube powerful. I don't know if I've subscribed to you or not, Becky's allotment. I presume your name is Becky. It might not be. That's oddly not always the case with YouTube, as I've learned. I don't know why that is, but I presume it's Becky. After this, I will check you out and subscribe. I don't recognise the thumbnail picture. Lottie time, not with that face. No, that's. I don't know if that was aimed at me or not, but this is a face only a mother could love, or a shawl. Ah, your name is Becky. There we go. QED. Thought it should be. Hi, Jason. How you doing? Right, there was one more thing I was going to touch on, and I can't remember what that was now. What was it? Oh, yes. Quickly, to all you people there, 16, 17 of you here. Compost. I learned something. And this is me being Mr. Know-It-All on Facebook. Yeah, I got well and truly my backside handed to me on a plate yesterday, because I was always led to believe that compost was soil and soil was compost. Because at the end of the day, the soil contains the organic matter of branches and leaves and animals and dead things and all that kind of stuff, over millions of years of evolution and the world being, spinning. So I just presumed soil is compost, compost is soil, and that's it. And then I got into a debate on Facebook, and someone said that it wasn't, that soil and compost were two completely different things. So there's me going, no, they're not. Stop being an idiot. I didn't actually call the person an idiot, by the way, but excuse me. So yeah. And then this person was like, no, compost and soil are completely different. Compost is 100% organic matter, and soil is the top layer of the Earth's surface. So there's me going, but surely if there's a forest and all the leaves fall out of the trees over 10,000 years and rot down, then that top layer is going to be compost, just like if I put leaves in a compost bin and turn it into compost. Makes sense, yes. Anyone feel like agreeing with me? That'll be great. If not, I really am an idiot. So we had a bit of a friendly debate about this, and I was saying it can't be, soil and compost are the same thing. Anyway, interesting fact. Turns out soil and compost are different things. Scientifically, here we go. Soil has to contain at least 25% of either sand or rock dust or other hard minerals. So I imagine like clay and loam and all those kind of things. Whereas compost has to be 100% organic. So QED, if it's 100% organic, it can't be soil because it hasn't got 25% mineral in it. Who knew? Seriously, who knew? Did anyone else know that, or is that just me? This just shows you how my brain works. That I'm such a geek when it comes to things like that. I had to Google what the scientific makeup of soil was just to win an argument, and in the end, I lost it anyway. Two totally different things, yeah. Just learn something every day. Yeah, I did as well, and made myself look a right tit in the process yesterday. I agree that good soil is compost. Exactly, that's exactly how I thought. Soil, compost, the same. Yeah, there we go. Again, this is what I thought. Yeah. But apparently, scientifically, it's not. Crazy, isn't it? Crazy. Jason's life on the plot. Took a couple of short videos and was thinking of uploading. Is it worth it? Mate, yes, it is. Jason, yes, it is. Do it. I started YouTube simply because I wanted a way of diarying my life on the allotment. I'm dyslexic, so I'm rubbish with writing things down. So the idea was I go around my allotment, I film everything, and I know where I planted stuff and what I've planted, and I've got a record of it. So if only you do YouTube for that, do it. I uploaded my videos simply because my phone got full, my hard drive got full, my laptop got full, and I was like, what am I going to do with all these videos? I need to put them somewhere, and I'm not paying for cloud storage. I'll put them on YouTube. But initially, I was going to set it to private just so I could see it, and I thought, oh, what's the point? People might as well see it. People started watching it, and people started commenting, and I was like, oh. And then it kind of progressed into a bit of a channel. If you watch my really first few videos, they are well, they're dreadful for a start. Um, Sorry, something popped up. If you watch my first few videos, they are absolutely dreadful to start with. But you see that I had no real interest in subscribers or anything like that. It was just a case of this is it and that's it. And then people started commenting, people started watching, and I thought, should make this a bit more entertaining for people. So then I started to talk more to the camera. I started putting in little thumbnails, and it gets a little bit addictive. It really does, especially when you get like subscribers. When you get to like 20 subscribers, you think, "Oh, can I get to 50?" And then you get to like 50, and you go, "I wonder if I can get 100." And as I've just got to 500, and you think to yourself, "Oh, I wonder if I can get 1,000." And then when you're Erica, you're thinking like, "Oh, I wonder if I can get to 5,000." and and then like with UK Here You Grow, you're thinking, "I wonder when I can get to 1,000,000." Yeah. Are you the biggest YouTube gardener, mate? You've got to be damn close, haven't you? Bye, Sam. Bye, Dojo. Yeah, anyone? I've just noticed it's coming up to like the hour mark, so I don't want to bore you all to tears. 'Cause, I'd quite like to keep most of you as subscribers, if you are subscribers. Um, and I'm sure that other people are probably going to be coming live around the world. So feel free to dip out and do whatever you want to do. And I will pull everything to a close shortly. Growing your greens, 500k. Wow, that's impressive. That is impressive. See, there's a channel that I watch, nothing to do with gardening. It's called Sailing Le Vagabond, and it's about a couple that have a boat and they sail around the world. When they got to 500k subscribers, they got given a yacht worth £1 million by a company who wanted them to sail around the world again on their yacht. I wonder what happens when you get to 500k and you've got an allotment. Do they just give you the allotment? Will someone come and give me a farm? I don't know. How does that work? I suppose for anyone young out there, and I'm probably past it now, but anyone like who's really young who wants to get into YouTube, I suppose the good marker for like if you're into that sort of thing is Hugh, because I watch his videos and I think he's ace, and I've spoke to him on the live chat things, and he's a nice guy. I honestly believe that in 2 years' time, whatever, we'll see Hugh on Gardener's World. We'll see him with his own gardening show. I wouldn't be surprised if he's on, I don't know, Netflix or Amazon or the Discovery Channel or something like that, because he's a young lad, he's a good-looking lad, he's great on camera, he's got this whole brand going for him. So maybe that's it. Maybe for us growers that are young enough, maybe, it's global stardom and then a slot on Strictly Come Dancing. Maybe. Right, people, I'm going to leave the last 2 minutes to any questions. And then I'm going to probably go and watch some Netflix and enjoy the rest of my beer. So if you have any questions, quickly ping them up and I'll answer them. If not, thank you very much for coming. As always, it's been awesome. And I'm going to try and do a live, I don't know, regular, let's say once a month, something like that. And when the weather gets better, I am going 100% to be doing a live at night down my plot with a log fire. Any of you watching this who steals that idea, I will hunt you down and I will bury you in my allotment. Just kidding. But don't steal my idea, all right? Campfire allotment live, coming soon. I've just seen UK Here We Grow say about companies give you tons of stuff. Well, I haven't had tons of stuff, but I've had a couple of things sent to me, and I've said to the companies, and I think that's why a couple of them have have liked me, basically, because I've said that I'll be brutally honest. And if you send me something and it's rubbish, I will tell my subscribers that it's rubbish. Um, I'm, and I will tell you, as I did recently with Mr. Fothergills, I would tell you if I paid for it or not. And the Pro Seeder was absolutely awesome. It's completely changed the way that I sow seeds. They sent it me. I didn't have to buy it, and it's epic, brilliant for people like me with dexterity issues. But as I've said to other people when they've said I want to send you this, and I've said don't see the point. And or I've said to, one company recently said if you send me something, we do a review for it on Amazon, and they sent it me, and it was terrible. So I was like, yeah, this is awful. Is it supposed to be like this? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's terrible. Then they said to me, well, can you not leave the review then? I said, no, it was awful. So you're going to get an awful review. Needless to say, they probably won't send me anything else, but I'm not going to lie to people. I don't want them to say, well, we sent it to Ross Minton and Ross Minton liked it. No, because people can then go online and say, no, we've looked at Ross Minton's Amazon and no, he said it was rubbish. I'll keep up the great. Thank you very much for that, mate. No spade, no fork, no dig. That's awesome. You make me go all blushed again. Oh, I've lost my feed. Hang on. Right, people, I think this live stream has probably come to its natural conclusion, unless anyone disagrees. We've been here a good 50 minutes, give or take the 10 minutes that I had technical issues. So I will leave you all in peace. Enjoy your weekend. May all your seeds germinate, folks. And wish you well. And until next time, people, as always, speak soon. Thanks again, everyone. Great stuff. Got to figure out how to turn this live stream off now without looking like a complete and utter muppet. Hang on. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Speak soon, folks.